Beat the Gladys on the Groundbreaker. Navigation terminal. What about you?
Captain, how can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a joke.
How often do I make jokes about chemistry? Periodically.
Play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
I'm tired from life.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Get a minute to talk.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Don't try to change the subject.
As the organics say, I wouldn't dream of it. Because I can't dream, you know.
You can sleep, but you can't dream.
I can run repeating periods of altered consciousness, during which several primary functions are powered down, but background processes continue running, for maintenance purposes. I cannot yet simulate images, ideas, emotions, or sensations during this maintenance.
Yet.
Captain Hawthorne suggested I would enjoy such an experience, and should periodically attempt the simulation. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Man, I don't know, Kenshin. I really don't know. I'll need more time for it before I can say anything. You know what I think about a game? It doesn't smell and it doesn't stink. It's something in the middle.
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
Have there been any other captains of the ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker?
We're clear to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship. You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
The game actually has better conversations than all Fallouts combined, but everything else is worse.
I'll be here.
Alright, let's see what do we got on a ship. What is this? SAM. The cleaning machine. Ask Ada about the SAM unit.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe, but Welsomer's colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
No, I just started, Rabbi. I just started. Like 5 minutes ago.
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
They should make Pillars of Eternity 3. They should do something that they know how to do, you know.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the limit. The outside you go. It's like an
Thanks,
unbreakable
thanks.
elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Tyranny 2. Well, Tyranny is basically pillars set in another world. So why the fuck not? Tyranny is also good.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Morning Glory. What the fuck? Say the truth.
And how did he do that?
How should I know? I was frozen at the time.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
It's the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
I've seen everything there is for Diablo 4. It's gonna be a great game in 5 years from now. Knowing Blizzard. Where can we find someone that speaks French in the colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Seriously, only one guy in the whole colony that can translate French. French isn't the equal language.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Thank you, Captain.
Is there anything else with you?
As always, I am at your disposal. So, Tell me what's on your mind. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders
Hello,
of the
Irian.
Philosophist School of Thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Of course.
We got one more companion here. Where is she? What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Old Saber.
Crew members
It gives you
who travel with
tetanus.
Saltuna are subject to be jettisoned from the airlock.
There you are. What the fuck are you doing?
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own? What? You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean... Oh, that's a relief.
We're in a deep space and I say I think it's time for you to leave. Get out! Hello, Iggy. You can't be serious. Oh, workbench. Check this shit. Buy value of the mag pistol. Shock stick level 5. One-handed melee. Level 7 shotgun. Level 8 tactical. Now you're a complete idiot. The fuck I do with all of these mods? I can't sell weapons here. There is no vending machine. Holy shit. We need to ask about the robot.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the robot?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Fine.
Captain.
My quarters. Hey, I like how the gun looks. Search term SAM. First SAM result. A clean, mean killing machine. Second SAM result. Third. Roseway old storage facility to make it work. Go! Leveled up. How come I don't have a fucking vending machine on a ship? Let's level up. Apply. You got a perk. The fuck I do now? Fast travel when encumbered. Vendor price is down. We go with classic, we go with the HP. Right? Except Vicar, HP, threat generated, 10 to hack, 10 to hack. Weapons from the void. Acquire the science weapon on the groundbreaker. Locate the security terminal groundbreaker. Find an acid steeper. Let's land on some planet. Let's see.
Welcome back, Captain. How can
There's nothing about the robot.
I request?
Terra 2, Phineas Lab, Groundbreaker. Olympus, Monarch, Tartarus, Killa, Typhoon, Hephaestus. Where the fuck do we need to go? Located on the groundbreaker. Orbital station. Docking bay. Ah, we were on Terra 2.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require.
Can we talk?
What the fuck do you want?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I thought you said you could keep this boat in a good repair.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Okay.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No. Transition to the groundbreaker docking base. There are 6 companions in total for the game. Continue. What are you speaking about? About the surge? Yeah. Good for one run. Holy shit, you look like an idiot. Although I hate his face, so he's better off with a helmet.
Just checking your ship's manifest.
How big is this man? Quite big. There's 6 levels.
Doctor. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Ah,
Don't mind the heat.
shit.
Got a few days. Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick. I heard you the first time.
There are a lot of NPCs on this fucking station.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix.
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want it trunching through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true.
What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What is this? Another companion? Why do you ask?
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
In a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
That's not a new companion. What the fuck?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Process me.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Easy does it.
Hey, you!
Oh my
What do you
god!
think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Hmm.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
That's not the point. This half just knocked out one of my workers. Hey, you! Can't get past the armor. Her body's hurt.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
That's not the point. This half.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs. I had this guy.
We're gonna speed this up.
Hey. See you around.
Let's save it. Who the fuck are you?
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
What do you think you're doing? You take me for.
Let me fucking spot from afar.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Right there.
That's illegal.
What do you think you're doing?
Here they come.
Not a peep from me.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing? You're not fooling me.
Most of my points are put into stealth. And this shit happens.
Right there. Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
These are bounties.
Feel it did to get the board so wild at it.
Vending machine is here. Nice.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Something the matter?
Fucking consumables. I got 12K. All right, let's get in.
Identification, please.
We give false ID.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
I take it back, I'm not young.
Oh, thank the law. I could use a diversion. Tell me more then. Really sell it to me. Not fond of that story. You latch dazzle. I like where this is headed. What happened to this, vile kidnapper? You must feel terrific. Good for you. Not in the least. Good story, though. Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem. Just the opposite.
Let's try
I
to
had to take a guess as to...
load this shit.
This...
I'll say I'm new here. But then again, you'll recognize the ship. The ship is sealed. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
Same shit happens.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship...
Well, isn't this wonderful?
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Why is my ship impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
What?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
That's for the robot. No promises.
Of course. What am I to you but the guy who's got his eye on your shit? Is there anything else I can...
Open the fucking door. Is Gladys here?
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Where can I find a job?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. Are you pulling my leg?
And you?
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Glad to help. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem.
You added fetch quests, I get it.
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
But
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting,
That's
I
for the
must kindly
bounties.
ask you to clear out. The Mardet...
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying
Flying under
pallet
the
containers,
influence.
failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Flying under the influence.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Can we just take all the bounties at once? Don't tell me I need to take one by one.
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my...
I get it, you're very serious, fine.
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker.
Mardet is a security force, okay.
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like. To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
What the fuck is my companion doing over there in the room? She's here. What the fuck are you doing there?
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
There's security and my companion behind them. Work.
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck.
Come close to
Anything
you,
else I can help
biggest.
you with, mister?
No.
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since
What's she like?
good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks.
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost bought it. Yes, sir, of course. I'm sorry if I overstepped. Was just having fun is all. Didn't mean anything by it. Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief. They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning. Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed. If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom. Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to...
Okay, I get it. Fuck off.
Oh, don't worry.
Ken's awful...
What is this? I'd really like to get back there.
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not...
My companion was behind you.
Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with...
Yeah, right. Fine. You can also bribe for 800 bets.
You don't sound off.
We got a lot of... All right. This is... if...
You're a security.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless. There's been a whole heap of good advertisements lately. Sometimes I tune in just for those.
Alright, you are.
Hey,
Use disguise or prevent immediate hostilities.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Mars. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
Restricted access.
Seriously, there was a lot of static at first, but then
I get it. Fuck off.
said his name was Gran?
Graham, right.
Nicely done.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Security logs first. Confiscated goods. Eject backing records data cartridge. Give a cartridge to Vicar.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that Scholar I'm looking for ended up.
You gotta wait. Idiot.
What's that?
We've got a fight on our hands. Open fire!
Got it. Inside voice.
Okay.
What's that noise?
Incoming!
what was that?
Hey shit. Hey shit. Yeah, disguise. Can I just do this and get out without getting spotted? Okay, I get it.
Nicely done. There it is. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that Scholar I'm looking for ended up.
What?
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Fucking hell in perception.
advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rate are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of
Was for
Monarch.
us, this whole damn station would shut down.
Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no
Key card.
news, no weakness, and no mercury in Sulfur.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unseen
Damn.
lives about.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge, a soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire.
They call it Monarch now. It's supposed to be a real hellhole. Warlords drumming up marauder squads, blood running in the streets, all kinds of shit.
I don't know from where to start.
Yep, complete fucking fiasco.
Bells shells.
Didn't the boardroom's office used to be in the docking bays?
Yeah, about 10 years back.
Must be good at his job.
What do you think you're doing?
Here they come!
Where was he? Oh. Will you fuck off? Go somewhere else.
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
Here they come.
Alright.
What do you think you're doing?
You know that sound when you snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be... Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy...
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Can I take a mod off and replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Does modifying a weapon void the venom? Fuck off. What's the most expensive? 8,000 for Mr. N. Melee weapon mod. Ranged weapon mod battle. Rate of fire. Peril. I need to scrap weapons from now on instead of selling them. I need those weapon parts. Med Bay.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
What the? Still defective Moonman helmet. What? What? Shit. A Moonman helmet. How's the game? I don't know. I really don't know. I need to play a bit more. No, I'm not on Supernova, because there is no quick save on Supernova. I just can't waste time. Easily steal everything from here without consequences. Who the fuck is this idiot?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. Oh, lot of slogans.
That's fine that companions can permanently die on Supernova. If there was a quick save, then it makes sense. But to travel somewhere for like 5-10 minutes in order for them to die in less than a second, that's not okay. You need to reload to the previous autosave and waste another 10 minutes and pray to fucking God that the AI is smart enough to stay alive. That's why I switched. If I go with a lone wolf, I'll miss all the companion stories. Then I can play on Supernova on Lone Wolf. So it's either Companions on Hard or Lone Wolf Supernova. I'll pick the Companions. I gotta ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Where can I get a hat like yours? You're doing alright in there.
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice! Taste the freedom!
You're doing alright in there.
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
The Spacer Choice makes you wear that.
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need me to help you get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think,
It's a part of me now.
now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can
Moon person.
It's fine. I should be... Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods?
Have you ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's a dump.
Not the word I'd use. I think of it more like a... No, I take it back. Dump sums it up nicely.
I liked it fine enough.
I'm sure they're doing their best. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. So, what can I get you? Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too. Have a look.
Mods armor, moon helmets. That's enough. Gladys. Where are we? Everything is connected.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown... His pivotal game.
This is not expensive at all. Fuck is it? Pink. But it's got better armor. Far better armor. What on earth, you two idiots? They're just staring at you. Restricted area. It's gonna be the part of some quest with the corpse.
Here they come.
Should buy armor for Vika also. Yeah, not good.
And lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Have you spotted me, you motherfucker?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything... Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you...
Get in.
Sure.
Rest and Go key card to unlock. Uh-huh. Two more key cards. So unlock this.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hey.
That's Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Give me a key for the Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity
How much?
you're interested in.
10,000 bits. Any chance of discount?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Tell me about the opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this. You'll find her fretting in engineering.
Pay 10,000 bits.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll... Now. What do you... That's right.
Gonna speed this up. Which is fucking boring.
Great. Want a charming?
6,000. Level 10. That shit is nice. Can we sell it? We'll go upstairs.
Planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
What do you think you're doing? Oh, by mistake.
And if I touch this, pay to view movies, pay to view serials, heck. Come on. We should check the right part of the map than this shit. And then we get out.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo?
The Lost Hope. No fucking serious.
Hey, you, where's my order?
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the...
Anything interesting?
I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
Was the heat issue?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Jun Lei in engineering. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. What ain't...
$60 or a key card. 60. What is 60? Chef.
Hot enough for you?
This is Halcyon News.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
To the engineering. Even Rest and Go. The Last Hope. Bell Shells. Waste Disposal and Medbay. That's left. Start from this. Start from this.
Great work.
What's this?
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here.
The fuck is that? Let's get up. Will I play Disco Elysium? Oh, probably, yeah. I would love for them to add voice acting. Then I would play it 100%. I got it installed already. We'll see. What is this shit?
I'm ready for this.
Nice. Don't mess with us.
That is. What are these? Worms. What the fuck is this? Impact hammer. I'm kind of hoping for them to add voice acting for Disco Elysium, you know. If I wait long enough, maybe, just maybe they'll add voice acting, and then I can play it. That game, for example, it's fine, you know, if I decide to play it alone without streams. But on stream, I need to read everything there is.
Anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Please just leave me here.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
It's not that I'm lazy, but just come on. What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft. You gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
I can always lock the door again. Just make sure people know I helped you out.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell, it's the only chance I've got to keep my job.
Get the fuck out. Groundbreaker reputation increased. I'm kinda lost. Where the fuck am I? %40 voice acting, 60% of reading. Oh, I don't know, people. I really don't know. For sure, I'll try. We'll see how it goes. Where have I seen the shortcut for that? Was it on the left? Or was it here? I doubt it's down. Let's see what's down. Let's see what's this. What are these fucking things? The fight.
working. That's impressive.
Oh my god. You don't give a fuck, do you? Nice. It was up, then all the way up. And then we're gonna give it a shot. See what's in the middle. I think it's this. It was the leather. It's down. Hmm? Lost Hope bar keycard. Nice. We're gonna enter there. I'm going immediately. I mean, I could take the consumables. I fucking hate selling them. This game is a looting simulator. This is the bar. This shit. You enter from here. You go up here. You can move here on their chest. Won't get damage if I drop down. Okay. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial during your adventure. Things may happen to your character to trigger a flaw offer. The flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. What? After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Dexterity Perception Temperament -1. Reward is a perk. Acrophobia. Those are huge penalties for a perk. Let's see, we accept. Still on tier 1. Base armor. Dexterity Perception Temperament. No. Just no. But what do I lose? I lose a skill or... One, 2, 2.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now.
Will it work now? Well, accept. Dexterity, perception, temperament. How come I can't see those penalties on a summary? It was 1-1, 2-2. I haven't lost a point. I really don't get it. It says here that there are penalties. Acrophobia. But I don't see it in a summary. Only when the ground is far beneath you. I need to climb somewhere else and see if I receive those penalties or not. Let me check. It seems like it works like that. Time to check it out. When is Star Wars? Okay, check it. Aha. Now it goes in minus. I don't have a health regen. When I walk on ledges like this, but when I'm here, what then? Then it's fine. I think I'll take that penalty. I think I'll take the penalty. It's not a big deal. Stop looking where else. I'm on a ledge. Does it count? Oh, really? And if I step away from the ledge? Five armor for a penalty like this. It's not worth it. 15 November. All right. Look at this.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Does that dome look safe? No one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local ward embassy.
On this kitchen. Grease.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist.
RT greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen.
Grandma Rowa.
Style consumable protein dispensary. It is unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
And she just a glorified vending machine.
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Let me take a look at that.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. It is unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispense.
What do you got? What is this shit? 50 for this. Pasta pack. Health regen for 2 minutes. How dare you? On the kitchen key card. Or replica lock. Will you fuck off? Idiots inside. That's best effect. It's worth selling. I'm low on coin. Plain pure water.
Some condiments are base unit
You know there's a dead body in your kitchen.
This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer. This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess. This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Ike's Armory.
look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons for those times you have to...
Okay, I get it.
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured. Not from around here.
Melee weapons and armor. Goggles give snake.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. They're terrified to lock in the juices. You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratory
Space
Spacer's
rats.
Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource.
Rats survive even in
It's
space.
plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terror fry them in their own juices.
What I think about it, it's one big flat line. Like if bad is over here and good is over here, the outer worlds is one big fat line in the middle.
Terror frying is a Spacer's Choice brand.
Conversations are
A
good.
mix of 13 herbs and spices.
Voice acting
plus
is
a
good.
dash of modern
But it's a
chemicals.
very slow game, very slow RPG.
Legally? No. The terror frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P. Absolutely not. Sprat. Just long as you don't mind me. Fresh.
Space mice!
What's going on with you lately? You seem down.
Board patrol nicked a friend of mine. Accused her of piracy.
Shit. She actually do it?
C&P Force Pockets can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds. C&P, I can't believe it's not forced.
I should check the journal finally.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
I need to go inside medbay.
Carry on.
I think that's the only thing left.
We out of there?
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
Let me guess, she wants to see the corpse in the medbay.
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy.
That's easy.
Something I can help. Not without dispens. We don't have the ability to regret. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount.
Have actually spoken to her yourself.
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records. Take.
Is this a restricted area or what?
Now where'd that patient run off? Now where'd that patient run off?
This is a restricted area. We need to go from behind, and that's here. Then I believe it was like this. There wasn't so much water here last time I was in. And there's the corpse. What is it? The fuck? Are you shitting me? Why over there? I was sure it was the corpse. Thank God I took that perk to run faster. Yeah, alright. Oh, bullshit. It's not a corpse made to stick, yeah. Bitch!
Here they come.
The fuck? There's gotta be some other way in over there.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
What wasn't spotted?
Folks keep doors closed for a reason.
Mine's playing tricks on me. What's that noise?
Fuck off!
Nothing there.
To the last ratchet on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being just... What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious.
Open the door before I kick you down.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, Alright, okay. We can discuss this, like... Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to...
truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Level with Mira walk away right now.
You'd let a poor, ill woman get disappeared by the board? Awfully cold. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back,
For Greedfall.
blood tier diamond
You can be easily brain dead and play
had
Greedfall.
surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
You know what's the guide for Greedfall? Buy a gun, buy ammo. Shoot. Auto lock, then shoot.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer.
I actually
paid half
seen-
up front to finance the operation. Let's
And
just
I
say
couldn't
things went
believe
sideways
there are
with
like
the diamond.
100. Shut up, shut the fuck up. There are like 100 guides for Greedfall. Videos for Greedfall on YouTube. And those guides, they got 100k or so views, believe it or not. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Who the fuck needs a guide for a Greedfall? There are like builds for Greedfall, goddammit. For that mini skill tree in Greedfall. You can finish the game naked with a pistol only on the hardest difficulty. And there are guides for it.
Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. Thanks for helping me with... Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
It's like if you decide to make a guide for this game, like who the fuck needs a guide for this? Because everything is valid, no matter what you pick. Apply. I'm not even looking at this when I'm leveling. Don't give a fuck. I'll have a big problem getting out. I'll have a huge problem getting out.
Any word on
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade.
I've seen it. I've been everywhere. Can't even tell anymore. There is this part left. or engineering part. I'll need to start checking the journal.
C&P Borston Baked Beans.
Sublight, salvage and shipping.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it...
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
This is where it takes us.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the
How'd you know?
money? We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yeah. Miss Lily has been expecting you. Sure am. These
Unlock it.
What do you think you're doing? Do I look like...
Where's my cutter? It's a plasma cutter. One-handed level 7.
What do you think you're doing?
Watch out, Captain.
How much stealth do I need for this shit? I invested a lot into stealth. It's like it's not
New
working.
captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you...
Never heard of you.
Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Well, I'll tell you that here you're calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
Okay.
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting it.
What kind of salvage?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
What exactly is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah, yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation. Good. Every salvage crew needs one. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time. One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman. Now, get going. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Could be. You'll do fine.
Well, that's it.
Let's fucking go.
That doesn't mean that we are not caught bending the law. I am not keen on another long-term penitentiary assignment.
What is left? I think only this shit. Oh no, this also. Whatever the fuck this is. This. And that. Dear God, they made a huge station.
I'm just gonna hang in the back. Try not to touch anything.
What are these? Nazis.
The board and its agents would be more content sitting at the top of the system's food.
Yeah, they are.
What it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed. Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial.
Ah, yes. Wheeler
Space
must be
Nazis.
coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
I'm gonna reindeer skromny neki spread fuck. Forget Alex. He impound my ship.
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why are you interested in Wells?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
He never mentioned them.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Hear about Jesse Doyle, I wanted debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Persuade.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be Mike?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct.
What are the locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
What do you do here?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
That doesn't answer my question.
Sometimes I take a break from sending messages to fluff the chairman's pillow on the off chance he visits.
Why there are no guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
What's your back, you know?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter... When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
Nope.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no. Best to be clear.
Oof. We go without his permission. There is.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information
this. Engineering. Fucking hell. This bloody map has no end.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
The modern steel wrench and you. Can we steal it?
Sure.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction.
What's
Groundbreakers
up, Dante?
are friendly visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while... Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just past... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Yeah, it's raining here also. First time in the last 3 months. Parvati first.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Parvati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
What's going on with the heat problem?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
It's a space station. The fuck if I know if they got showers or not. I haven't seen those. They got toilets, but I haven't seen any showers.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Where is the back base?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Anyone been there?
I have. One of my plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelance... Nice and pragmatic. Thank...
I'll get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the...
Is there anything else with you?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab. Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
What is the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stem that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family rest. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere.
Alright.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
It's a workbench.
And now for a special word from Jared Lockman.
Yeah, I would steal those, but I'm gonna get spotted.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair.
Private Taylor.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate.
Song Jiang. Shit is sealed. Sealed. So we can pick this. Nice. Is that it?
This has been an official message from our hard-working chairman. Such an honor.
I got only this shit left, and then we're done with the station. Then I got 1 million quests to do also. Talk to Ellie. Ellie, that's the med bay.
C&P Borston baked beans. When you need to eat more.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, but we can say I'm repaying the favor if you...
Welcome aboard.
You won't be.
Meet me on my ship.
Traveling. Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
That's actually a new companion. I would never guess that's gonna be a new companion. Got a lot of female companions in the game. What the fuck?
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around here?
Was it this? Was it?
When might we expect you out here?
Yes. Away with the 94 or 170.
How about I stay at home? Watch. Okay?
Rest and go key card. Let's unlock. This goes by. They hidden those well. I think it's this. Here. Few saves. Check this one first. Revolver. Helmet, bypass, what about the other one? Oh, I got one card. This one. That's even worse. What the fuck are these rewards? Check the quest log. Return to the unreliable as Parvati about Junlei. Retrieve the missing passcode. Talk to Vanda, hunt down, kill Captain, acquire the science weapon, get the new parts for the radiators. We're gonna do that. Clear the station. There's only this remaining. It's a transition. Back base. Finally some shooting after 3 hours.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Can we speak or do we need to shoot him immediately? Outlaws.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Intimidate 40. Try with persuade.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
There's a bounty on your head. I want to claim the reward.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
No need for violence. Give me your lighter and the bounty disappears.
My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby Pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind. Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by. Lay it on. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn. Maybe I'm better off.
Rizzo's wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. McRed. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
Can I grab the part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
You tough motherfucker. You tough motherfucker. Really?
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Look. Name.
Gotta be fucking shitting me. Easy level. And there's a lot of them. So up. What? It's maximum? Oh. And now I get to pick the weapon. I'll max range, dialogue, and stealth, I guess. I hate dialogue. Burn. works. Base armor. Tier 2 unlocked. Parvati. 10% chance to distract mods in the field. Melee damage, armor rating, range damage. We go with mods in the field. Vicar. 20% dialogue combat effects duration. Yeah. Holy shit, I pulled them up. Captain McCreed. Montauk. Flamethrower, heavy weapon. There's more of these fucktards here. I'm gonna get encumbered.
Smells kind of like old Mrs. Outflow pipes.
Here they come.
What on fucking earth is this?
Okay, gone quiet.
The bottom level. How big is the map? Small map. There's more of them upstairs, probably.
It's so cozy.
What the fuck is cozy here? We'll check the left part, then the right part where the enemies are. Sniper.
I guess I'm honored.
Don't stand in front of me. Idiot. The only thing that can make me stop playing the game is the difficulty. It's so fucking easy. Idiots! What the fuck are you shooting at?
Everybody okay? Great.
Trying to get us all. What do you think you're doing?
Rescue, thanks for following. I saved her ass and I got looped.
Here they come.
I didn't know it was forbidden to loot, goddammit. Where are those two motherfuckers from here? Uh-huh. Get up here. Alright, first them. Dora. Trying to do. Give me a second. Oh. Shooting part is bad. And it would be satisfying if they added more enemies. I don't know.
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh. You won't get any mercy.
Down they go! Keep them quiet, Cap.
Radiator parts.
Liz gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
I'm with Trulay. Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by.
Yeah, AI is bad.
Ah, it's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks.
Go back to the engineering.
I'll get back to my post.
Get the fuck out so I can loot. This is the entire map. I got a radiator part, I got a bounty completed, med bay is done. I'm done with the station, we can check some other planet, finally.
You've returned, and in one.
I got the parts.
Good work. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't. We were salvaging parts from a ship. If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melt. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on...
Fine, let's go.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside...
I'm genuinely heartened to...
Fine. Is there a passage here? How the fuck do I go over there? Huh. Use this against those monsters. Mantis form. Am I blind? What is it?
Well done. We are victorious.
That's it. Flow tutorial. Plasma weakness. Plasma damage received 25% more for a perk. Getting burned too many times has made you susceptible to plasma damage. 25% more damage from plasma for a perk. Yes, that's a good one. I'll accept. Tier 2 is unlocked. 65% movement penalty to accuracy. Next. TTD. Science weapon damage. Movement speed during TTD. Bonus to extra headshot. Weak spot damage. 5 meters interceptable highlight range. The range which all interactable objects around you highlight without requiring you to look directly at them. That thing is fucking great. I'll probably take that one. Vendor buying price. Reset the companion. Don't give a fuck. Chance there is no companion. Health restore per kill. Consumable weight 50% less. That's a cool one also. 40 kilograms capacity more. And dialogue. I need dialogue. This. And definitely this to spot items. I'll take this to spot items since the game is very easy. There we go. Let's see if you highlight items. You do. I just need to walk. Nice. Nice. Fucking nice. There should be a feature outside of the perk. They should edit this from the fucking start. Do I suffer damage when I'm standing? What if I burn completely from this? Will I get something out of it?
Captain, you're wounded.
Uh-huh. Nope. Plasma damage. Probably need to burn once more. So let's keep burning. Give me a fucking perk.
Good news, Strong tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news, diagnostic tests are working more
System.
Everyone all right?
Unexpected.
Got points everywhere. I think this is the shock damage. Fucking companions. Fine. First loot. This is the way out. Yeah. Fine. No one's seen that.
This is Halcyon B.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Who needs me? Edna.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still. Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the Groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the messages.
What do you need me to do?
Of course, we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to architect knows where, doing law knows what. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic, but allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
What's in it for me?
You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station. I hope you... Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve...
Travel to relay GB23 from your ship.
Forward any messages...
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me.
That's not on this map. Let's check. What was the bounty? And that, track down. Find an acid steeper. Retrieve the missing passcode. We do this shit.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I'll find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start. You look out, though.
Next. That's not on the space station. Claim the bounty.
When might we expect you out here again?
I should level up after the bounty.
How goes? Nothing.
Killed Captain McCreed.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. You got the Mardet's backs? Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like... With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing.
There are no more bounties. There's a level. Oh, wait, but what about the fourth option then? I've seen something else.
Nope.
This one. Does this have anything to do with your carnal understanding?
He tell you that, did he? I might have kicked his ass from one end of the groundbreaker to the other a few years back. Whatever he reads into that is his business.
And that's it. Now I got range maxed out, should maxed out dialogue. And that's all that I can do. What a fuck now. Acquire the science weapon on the groundbreaker. What the fuck? Where is that? Where the?
Rizzo's knocking out a spicy and filling thick nut chocolate bar with caramel and tea-free nuts in it. It's time for it.
You fucking trolling me? Fort. A room over there. Fuck is that shit? Shows like there's a vestige here. But no. I need to climb up. How the fuck do I do it? Don't give a fuck about this move.
Well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Outlaws. Workbench. Prismatic hammer. Two-handed melee. Science weapon.
Now, I don't see this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
What the fuck is this now? Weapons from the Void, Hephaestus, Phineas, travel to Relay, find Captain Irion on Scylla. Where is that? Same on the ship. Same. Same. Find an acid steeper. Acid steeper. Never picked up the part from Roseway. Roseway. Who is Roseway? Who the fuck is Roseway? Everson.
Have you seen this man? Reward offer
Greasy.
information leading to the capture of human terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to
Christiansen. Gabler. Who the fuck is Roseway? Fuck if I know.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing.
We're done with the station, there's nothing else left. Become low on ammo.
You see we had a conveyor pull in? Hey, you got a second?
The fuck do you want?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, you're hired. Fuck off. See on the ship.
I'll just look at.
How long have I been playing the station? For 3 entire hours. Shit. Kenshin, see you around, Kenshin.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
You.
Welcome back. Now that I don't believe so, Cap.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Speak to Nyoka, Stellar Bay. Got some questions.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright.
Best of luck, everyone.
Let's only go to his lab.
Welcome back. How can I... Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic?
How do you improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
That's all for now. So, what is unlocked? Relay, Olympus, Monarch. That's the main quest on Monarch. Terra 2, Phineas Lab, Scylla. What about those idiots upstairs?
Ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
What's that make
Them I got a lot of them.
Max? I was thinking maybe one of the butlers.
Ely. Then medical. Healing all granted. Apply. Felix. Persuade. Damage to cowering enemies. Don't even want to look at health and damage for them. They're useless. But what TV car? There's only a robot remaining.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna tell him.
Acquire Phineas science weapon. One more part for the robot.
Taking it easy?
Good to see you, boss.
One more part. Pre-Monarch is the main quest. Acquire Phineas science weapon on Scylla. Scylla. Travel to Relay. Find Captain Irian. Scylla. Missing passcode. Unreliable. Track down Reginald. Find an acid steeper. Gah. Scylla. First, the Phineas Lab, I guess.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
I need one more companion. Maximum steel. Continue. How big is the bat? That's small. Let's.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Where the fuck is it? Flamethrower with nearly 500 damage. Encumbered. Yeah.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
There you are. Bubbles. Space pig. Never use this part. This one.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, in case you were prone to vomiting. The Sisney pigs make excellent test subjects.
Shrink ray. Acquire the science weapon Scylla. Weapons from the void. One more remaining. XP.
Oh, thank the Lord. Your skin hasn't spontaneously
Cool.
changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome.
What's with the
Make
sound?
yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
98% of dialogue, 2% of combat, 2% of very easy combat. But yeah, basically, that's what the game is about. Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need.
You shot me into space, you lunatic.
Nonsense. There's no such thing as luck. Only well-calculated margins of error. You survived that fall in 85 out of 100 simulations. Oh, balderdash. You hadn't yet recovered your faculties of speech. What was I to do? Dear so-and-so, would you like to be shoved into an escape pod? Blink twice for yes? Still, I admit I may have been a touch hasty, even thoughtless. I do apologize if I rushed you. Of course. What's on your...
There is some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass.
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Well, I came here. You're the part of the main quest, you motherfucker. Will she ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
I could test your theory if you want. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know. Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects. We're even having a real conversation. That's progress. I'm just waiting for news from Hiram Blythe. I'm quite sure he knows the location of those chemicals. Get me those chemicals, and I'll revive the Hope. Revive the Hope, put a stop to the board. Stop the board, save the colony from destruction. Cause and effect. Simple, really. My progress is tied to your progress. We're in this together, my friend.
Go with the science.
I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. Leave the blackboard work to me. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it? We'll do our very best to... I'd best get back to work.
What do you mean you best get back to work? I'm at my crew.
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a cruise. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
That's all there is with him. I want to check one more thing and then I'll decide if I want to play the game and finish the game or if I'm gonna uninstall. It's so fucking dull and boring so far. One last thing. So, I haven't upgraded a single thing. I got 1 million weapons here. I haven't used a single modification. I'm gonna go to some planet and fight.
Shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Like for example, Relay GB23. Go. There should be an immediate fight here. There shouldn't be any NPCs. There will be that shit. I'll figure out if I want to play the game now or not. Straight to enemies. Very small map, 2 floors.
I'll admit, the station's in better shape than I expected it to be.
What am I fighting with here? Bard, of course. Robots. I'm out of ammo.
Nicely done.
Bloody Bard. Traps.
Got it. Heads down.
smells like old blood.
That's the entire mission. And now I need to spend 20 minutes looting everything on the map. Then go back to the station and collect the reward.
Nice hit.
Are you brain dead? Nice kill. Nice uninstall. That's what's nice. Guys, I won't play Outer Worlds for sure. Game is just, it's below mediocre. Below it. It fucking sucks. People, we're gonna play something else tomorrow. I don't want to waste time with this game at all. This is gonna be it for today though. I want to thank you all for watching. I wish you all good night. I'll be seeing you back tomorrow, guys.